Hello, and welcome back to Off-Limits on the Elle Daily Podcast, where we explore the daily truths that elevate our lives and the lives of those around us. I'm your host, Ellen Rohrs, high performance coach, consultant, and guide for those navigating big transitions, bold leadership, and deeper purpose. But I'm also a certified psychotherapist through Marissa Peer's Rapid Transformational Therapy program. That's a long one. Woo. So RTT for short, makes it easy. With that, I help people just like you navigate change, heal the past, and create lives that feel deeply aligned. This therapy, RTT, isn't just a tool, it's a breakthrough method grounded by neuroscience and emotional healing, designed to help rewire the subconscious mind, the part of you that quietly runs the show. It's interesting. Most of us are often in our subconscious, well over 80%, most of the time, 90%. So I'm going to challenge you tonight when you go to bed, brush your teeth with the opposite hand that you normally would. You're going to find that it's a challenge because now you're in your conscious. When you're in your subconscious, it just happens. It just is natural. So I'll just say learning this tool, RTT, this therapy has changed my life. And now I'm here to help others change theirs. So this episode is a special kickoff to my RTT series here on the Elle Daily Podcast. We'll dive into the power of your subconscious mind and how rapid transformational therapy can help rewire the beliefs that hold you back. So I'm going to have a lot of free material because I feel that we're in this era, the age that we're in right now, everybody's needing a little support. So I want to offer as much free support as I can. But also, if you're like, you know what, there is something I really want to focus on with Ellen, you can go to the link below in the notes. The show notes have a 15-minute consult to figure out what's best for you. Or even better, you can do the 90-minute transformation if you already know what you want. So with that, to kind of keep things moving, I've created 2 companion recordings. And I want you to get started with those because they're a nice general sleep abundance or wakeful mindset boost on the abundance side. And it's about wealth, financial wealth, but also wealth when it comes to your health, your spiritual well-being, your career, your love life, your family life, your home, your body health. So all of it is going to be addressed in the sleep abundance session and the wakeful mindset boost session. So check them out. They're only about 15-20 minutes. Actually, the sleep one, it's repeated so you can just fall asleep to it and it'll be in your subconscious as you sleep. So you'll find them again in the show notes. Check out the links below. But before we dive in, make sure to take a moment to hit like, follow, or subscribe. And if this resonates with you, share it with someone that might benefit. All right, let's begin. So RTT, what is it? I brought it up a little bit, but in a nutshell, it is a therapeutic method designed to access your subconscious mind, the part that stores the beliefs, the behaviors, memories, and identity from early childhood. So most of our beliefs that are, really, really stick were formed between the ages of 0 and 7. That's when we're highly programmable. It's when our brain is just more adaptable to everything. So 0 to 7. But throughout our teens, early adult, and adulthood, we still have scenes that will come up into our lives that affect our subconscious. So if you've ever caught yourself saying, why am I like this? Or why does this keep happening to me? Chances are it's not your conscious mind that's in charge. It's programming. And the RTT, that transformation, really helps you to rewire it. And it makes you become more aware. So if you catch yourself saying something negative, we all do it. It's part of being human, and totally okay. But the quicker you can catch it and reform your words, it's amazing how that'll affect your mood and your life. So why does this matter? Well, your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings drive your behaviors, and your behaviors shape your life. So if we want to change anything, whether it's anxiety, depression, self-sabotage, your relationship with money, your relationship with love, your health, we have to go underneath the surface. It's kind of like, I always think about mowing the lawn. If you've got a lot of weeds or maybe even dandelions, you mow over it, but they come back right away. They're gone for a little bit, but you're just basically putting a Band-Aid on it. So you really have to pull those weeds out by either killing them or pulling them. And that's what RTT does. It's going to go deep into this wound or whatever it is that you're pushing down so deep. you got to rip it out. Sometimes that hurts, but just this one transformational session tends to do it. It's pretty amazing. So we go to the source. What is the source that's making you feel this way? And that's when the transformation begins. We're able to look at all the situations. We tend to do about 3 in a 90-minute session to really figure out what is it that's triggering you. And then we get to do the work, and it's a lot of fun. It's actually, you release all the old and you start fresh and new, and you give your brain, your subconscious, good things. So a little bit about my background. So nurse by trade, and I've been, spending years in the medical space, med tech, device sales, clinical settings as well. But watching firsthand how the body responds to the mind. And I'm deeply immersed to an energy medicine. So I'm finding a love for frequency therapy, EMF awareness. So EMF, if you haven't heard of it, the electromagnetic field, both your heart and brain generate that. It's amazing how much activity comes from our heart and brain. So these fields interact with your environment and your emotions. In fact, science has shown that your thoughts and feelings carry a measurable frequency. And so when you're in a state of love and peace, gratitude, your entire system becomes more coherent and resilient. That's when the magic really begins. When you can start to manifest things, it's when you're in that love, peace, and sense of gratitude. So that's why frequency-based healing, especially when combined with subconscious reprogramming, is so powerful. So I will use tools like a Healy device. It's a wearable wellness technology tool, and it delivers individual microcurrents, pretty amazing, based on your body's biogenic field, whatever you're radiating. And it's been fully FDA cleared for pain relief and so much more. But truly on the emotional side, supporting clarity, reducing stress, restoring energy flow, and reinforcing that subconscious work like RTT. So I've learned this kind of again and again, that everything is energy. Your thoughts carry a frequency. And the more that you affirm your worth, your enoughness, your abundance, and your safety, the more your body, your brain, and your life begin to reflect that back to you. So what can RTT help with? There's so much. I'm just going to name a few. All of this is on the website, so you can kind of pick and choose what you want to work with. But just to name a few: anxiety, depression, confidence and self-worth, body image and weight release, sleep issues, insomnia, smoking cessation, or any addiction that you have, we can work on that. Financial blocks and a money mindset, fear of failure, visibility, relationship patterns. You have, if you're dealing with grief or emotional trauma, we can absolutely nip that in the butt. Physical pain can be worked on. It's amazing with dealing with command cell therapy. We can get to the illness and the emotional roots of that. So underneath all of this is one powerful truth. I want to state this. It really, really begins with knowing you are enough. You always have been enough, and you are safe to believe that now. I'm going to say it one more time. You are enough. So with that, I'm going to end it on how to use this podcast series. I alluded to it a little bit, but I'll be releasing 2 kinds of episodes, one that is a sleep session and one that you can do with a wakeful mindset. We recommend playing these for 21 days because that's what it takes to reprogram or retrain a habit. So they're designed again for the deep subconscious reprogramming. You'll just push play. If you're doing the sleep, of course, you close your eyes, let the words wash over you. If you're awake, it's great. You just, do your walk, your drives, your morning journaling, and they're a little shorter, a little more energizing. But regardless, they're all going to help ground you in your truth and just make your day better. So if you haven't checked out that first sleep abundance session or the wakeful mindset boost, go to the link below. Again, they're free. You can download them, play them daily. And kind of call to action here. If you want to really dive into this, there's more information on my private sessions on the Elle Daily website, a full list of the modalities I can work with. And if you're not sure, we can book that free consultation. So you'll find the affirmation bundles in there as well, the abundance audio recordings, and all the resources. So, and the Healy. If you're curious about that, I'd love to chat with you there. So because all the tools are here, we have them. So we just need to use them. So the truth is that you must be ready to believe. That's the biggest thing. Believe that you can change. So here's a little closing encouragement. Let this be your reminder. You are not broken. You are not stuck. You are reprogrammable. I know that sounds kind of funny. We're not like computers. We're way better than computers, but it's amazing how we have that ability to transform. Everyone has the ability to change, especially if you believe you can. So this is your invitation to rewire, restore, and remember who you are. We're coming home to ourselves. That is what this journey is about. Coming home to ourselves. And if you have, a love for religion or higher power, that might be something you're more comfortable saying, coming home to the divine. Regardless, finding who you truly are. So because healing isn't off limits and neither is your abundance. So let's begin. We're going to have fun with this. So thank you for tuning in. I am sending you lots of love and saying there is nothing that is off limits. All right. Thanks again.